Over time, especially with my business degree and my specialization in marketing, I got a much deeper understanding of what marketing is, what communication is, what new media is, and what PR is, what advertising is, and etc. There's so many different facets of marketing, and marketing is itself very broad and also a little bit hard to define. And although there are many people who have their opinions about marketing, for instance, I grew up in university with people telling me that my marketing degree is useless and that, there's no money in marketing.
Watch that didn't hurt.
Blah blah blah. I'm gonna be sharing with you some of my perspectives on marketing, and then you can make your own opinion by yourself. So I'm not here to debunk anything or anything like that, but I'm just gonna be sharing with you my personal thoughts on marketing and also my interest in marketing. And I hope that if you're interested in marketing, or perhaps you think that marketing is not right for you, I hope that this video is at least informative for you to make a more informed choice. And if you're interested in marketing, rest assured that there are high-paying opportunities within marketing. So make sure you watch my next video where I share with you the top 10 jobs in marketing that are the highest paying, because you don't want to miss that kind of information.
I got so much back, I think I'm never running out. Yeah, bust me down.
What's up you guys? So today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 10 reasons why I absolutely love marketing, and also why I chose to take a degree in business specializing in marketing. And in this video, I just cannot wait to share with you my love for marketing and also what I think about it. So I'm going to share with you guys a little bit on my experiences. So I actually graduated from Victoria Junior College, and at that time I actually did pretty well for A-levels, but I did not know what to do specifically. So I saw the list of degrees available and I saw business, and immediately I knew that it appealed to my interest and my personality and everything like that. And growing up, I've always been very interested in the business side of things as a whole, because my dad has his own business, my sister has her own business, and my mom helped my dad with finances for the business and everything like that. So I basically grew up with a very business kind of background, I would say. So that was something that appealed to me so much. And when I was looking at the specializations for business school, I saw things that were very interesting to me, but the one that stood out to me the most, and I saw it the minute I saw it, I was like, okay, I know this is for me for sure, was marketing. And I'm very fortunate to be able to say that, because I know a lot of people do not know exactly what they want to do, but for me it was just pretty clear. There was kind of like a 5% inkling for me to do finance over time, because but I was like, okay, you know what, I tried the finance modules and I found out that based on my personality, my interests, my lifestyle, and also the kind of things that I like to do, like my YouTube channel and everything, like I thought marketing suited me so well, and I'm so glad that I took it. So I really hope that this video will help, to inspire you towards marketing, or if anything, I really hope that you can use this space and my channel as a place for you to kind of, ask me any questions or discuss any topics, so that you can uncover all your marketing questions. And with that being said, I think we can go straight into the content of the video. The first reason why I absolutely love marketing is because of the scientific element. So when I say scientific here, I mean that it's actually very data driven. So in marketing, you're actually working with data a lot, and you don't necessarily have to be a data scientist, nor do you have to be a coder or anything, but you need to be able to work with the people that do that, and also be able to interpret data at a very basic level at least, so that you can actually use your marketing data and translate it into campaigns and into actions that will improve sales for the company. So when I say science driven, I also mean in terms of you want to understand like funnel science. So for instance, how many people actually go into your top of the funnel, part of the campaign, and then also translate into the middle of the funnel, and then ultimately convert and go through the bottom of the funnel. If you're setting up a website for your company, for instance, you want to understand very well SEO, in terms of the demand for the different types of content, so that you can actually have some keywords within your website or your blog post that attract people as much as possible. You also want to be able to understand conversion rates. So for instance, how many people are actually looking at your ad and actually converting, or how many people are actually looking at different copy on your website and actually converting. So all these things are actually very interesting. If you're doing social media and paid marketing, it's so important for you to understand things like your impressions, your click-through rate, your cost per click, your cost per action, and all those kind of crazy words and acronyms, so that you can actually use that data to understand what's happening. And I think another big thing about marketing is understanding the data. For instance, on an app, so you're gonna see how many customers are you getting from different kinds of campaigns, so that you can actually optimize your campaigns. Or for instance, if you're in e-commerce, you want to understand the kinds of the sales and also the volume of GMV from different kinds of merchants, so that you can optimize your merchant mix and have campaigns that actually strategically target different kinds of campaigns or different kinds of people, etc. So I'm saying a lot of things, but essentially marketing is very interesting because you get to understand real life data, and from that you can actually use different actions to improve some of the numbers or decrease some of the numbers. And ultimately, even though marketing seems like something that's very at the forefront, you need to understand that there's a lot of thinking behind every single campaign that's directly linked to a business's financial position and also its strategic position. Okay, now the second reason why I absolutely love marketing is because after understanding the numbers and the types of campaigns that you should run based on the data that you've gotten, for instance, from your data team, now you can actually use your artistic elements and your creative elements and your ideation, parts of you to think of different campaigns to drive certain numbers. And I would say that this is actually the very exciting part for me, where you get to take data and actually translate it into a campaign. So now your campaign needs a lot of artistic elements. And when I say artistic elements, I think it means understanding people first. So for instance, you need to understand the people that you might be selling to, in the sense that you want to know their worldviews, you want to know who they are, what age they are, and their demographics, and really understand your clientele. And for instance, they are now very, very interested in a specific trend or topic. How are you going to use a visual campaign to capture them? And I think another part of when I say artistic is also the visual representation of your campaign. So for instance, you may have two different kinds of posters, and one may do really, really well and another may actually convert very, very badly. And now this is a time where you get to be creative and to find different visual elements that will appeal to people. And when I say art, it also means the story behind it, which may be related to branding. So like for instance, if you are having a campaign and you want to sell a story about your brand, how are you exactly going to do it? You may need to work with the creative director to do it, or you may need to work with other people in the graphic design team to do it, or you may be needing to work with different like PR agencies or marketing agencies to come up with the best creative that will actually lead to sales. So I would say that this part is really, really fun, because that's where you get to ideate, you get to mess things up, make a few mistakes and test things along the way, which is what I think makes marketing very fun and exciting, because there isn't a right or wrong when it comes to these things. It's just about getting better and optimizing your campaign again and again, with a direct link to the business as well. Why I specifically like marketing is because I like that it's very action oriented. So it's not just like analyzing data and then you don't really do anything about it, but it's really getting the data and then translating it into actions that actually make a difference, and there's results and there's impact, and that's definitely what I like. So I want to be a job that's action oriented, and if you're someone that's action oriented, I can guarantee you that you'll definitely do well in a marketing career, because it's a lot of hard work in marketing and a lot of things need to be done. So for me, I am someone that's pretty active and I like to just do things in general, so this definitely is something that appealed to me. I think it's very exciting that marketing has so many different things that you can do and contribute to. And when I say action oriented, I mean specifically testing and experimenting and doing all sorts of crazy things to understand things better. I would say that marketing is action oriented because you don't really find out things until you do it, and you can actually test whether a hypothesis was right or wrong, if that makes sense. So yeah, just having that investigative mindset will be very, very helpful for you. Okay, now the fourth reason why I absolutely love marketing is because it's also results oriented. And the reason why I say that this is important is because I want to be doing a job that directly impacts the business. So the thing that I like about marketing specifically is that if you're in a company where marketing is really the forefront, for instance FMCG or something, you can really see how your marketing campaigns really make a difference in the business's financial and strategic position, in a sense that you are really making a difference and actually creating sales. So I would say that the way I describe marketing is to make sales easier if it's B2B, and if it's B2C, is to really make sales scale. So these are things that I think is very, very exciting, and something that I do understand is that in a lot of FMCG companies and companies that rely a lot on marketing, their P&L is really, really based on a lot of the performance of the brands, and how the brands perform well or not is really based on their profit and loss, and a lot of it has to do with the marketing, because you need your products to sell off the shelf. If not, nothing's gonna move. So I would say that the reason why I really like marketing is because you can really create an impact at scale. So now the fifth reason why I absolutely love marketing is because it's a very people-oriented job. So from what I mean by this is that you're not only working within your team. So in marketing, there's like the social media team, the SEO team, the performance marketing team, the creative team. You are working with so many people internally within marketing to launch your campaigns and etc. But you're also working with a lot of people outside marketing. So for instance, sometimes you need to work with the data team, as I mentioned. You need to work with the research team. Sometimes you might need to actually work with different PR agencies outside. Sometimes you may also need to work with, for instance, the product team, or if you're in a food company, you need to work with like the food team. So it's just very interesting for you to be able to work with a lot of different people at the same time, and that's definitely a job that I love. Oh yeah, as I mentioned, you also need to work with a lot of external agencies. So for instance, you may need to work with a PR team or like another media company and basically get quotations from a lot of different kinds of agencies and everything. So you know, you get to talk to so many different people and it can be very exciting. If your company has a partnership, you get to talk to many cool companies. So for instance, if you are working at Coca-Cola, perhaps you need to talk to McDonald's. I have no idea, but it's really cool and it's really fun for you to be able to talk to people from other companies as well. And the sixth reason why I absolutely love marketing is because I believe that marketing can truly shape societies at large and at scale, and hopefully for the better, and make a positive impact. And the reason why I say this is because in today's world, marketing is literally shaping so many of our consumer decisions. It also shapes a lot of our thoughts and behaviors, and sometimes for the worse, like if you watched the documentary about Cambridge Analytica, how they use ads to shape political movements and that kind of thing. I mean, that's not ideal, but you can really see the impact of marketing. So
look at what TikTok has done.
Watch that didn't hurt.
Ideally, you really work at a company that you truly support and believe in with a vision that's aligned with yours, because you know, you can really use marketing to do good. So for instance, there's so many incredible iconic ads. I cannot even name all of them, but like from Nike, from Adidas, from even like you know, very heartening ads from like Apple, from P&G, from Unilever. Like there's so many incredible ads across the entire planet that have really shaped the way that we think. And a lot of these ads actually create conversations. So for instance, there was the Gillette ad that I watched in Super Bowl in America when I was in exchange, and it talked a lot about toxic masculinity. There's also another ad, you know, from P&G, which is Like a Girl, and then people were talking about how, you know, like a girl has a negative connotation, but you know, we can actually make it a positive connotation. And there are other ads about sustainability and everything. So many things actually have to do with marketing and the way that we think. I actually read this part of Seth Godin's book, which was very interesting to me. So he said that there were two fish, one old fish and one young fish, and ultimately that's exactly what he used to describe marketing.
I must say that was very underwhelming.
Marketing has shaped so many things on our planet that we don't even realize it sometimes, and that's why I actually want to study marketing. And if you can use marketing for a cause that you want to support, I think that's something that is actually very important. For instance, a lot of charities and non-profits need a lot of help with marketing because that's how they ultimately get donations to help people. And this is actually related to my next point, which is about marketing literacy. I think that's so important for us to understand marketing because in today's planet, especially where everything's online and there's so many ads everywhere and so many influencers and celebrities and a lot of content that can be bombarding and saturating your mind, it's so important to have marketing literacy so you don't get scammed, so you don't fall into any kind of traps. And if you understand copywriting really well, like business copywriting, you'll realize that you can actually save a lot of money because you don't fall prey to, you know, marketing gimmicks and things like that. And I must say that a lot of the times, some companies may have like fake products and have really good marketing that allows them to get incredible investors and everything, and people actually do fall trapped to their scams and everything. So it's really not the best way for me to say this, but yeah, marketing is very important for you to understand so that you can actually spot when people might be mismarketing to you.
Please stop fake marketing to me.
So for instance, there's a lot of like companies out there that might use fake marketing science to back up certain food products or nutrition products where, you know, it may not be true. So it's so important for you to really understand all these kind of different techniques. For another example that I can have is a lot of beauty products. It may actually be very damaging for your face, or a lot of different operations that may be very damaging for your eyes or for your body in general, and they use a lot of like fake marketing science to pretend that it's okay. And that's something that you need to know, which is that marketing is something that's very powerful because nowadays it's really hard to see through what's real and what's not real. So studying marketing definitely helps with that. Okay, another thing that I want to add, which is definitely very important to you guys, is that marketing has so many different opportunities in the sense that it's so diverse, it's so flexible, and there are always opportunities for people in marketing because every company is probably selling something to a degree, and every company needs help with that. And marketing is a specialized skill in the sense that there are people who really know nothing about selling their product, unfortunately, and that's where you can really come in and provide your service because there's so many incredible products out there that need help being sold. So if you're studying marketing, you have so many different opportunities in the sense that you can choose from almost any industry, you can choose almost any type of company, you can choose almost any type of company size as well. So the world is literally at your fingertips. if you study marketing. Good thing about marketing is that in itself, it's very, very broad in the sense that you could be learning marketing analytics all the way to SEO specifically. You can also be learning things about business copywriting. In marketing, there's things like digital marketing. You can also be really, really good at performance marketing or ad marketing. You can be really good at programmatic. You can be really, really good at creating media banners, or really good at social media, or really, really good at setting up tactical campaigns or anything like that. So generally speaking, what I'm trying to say is that there is something for you within marketing. So if you've ever wanted to get a degree in marketing, it's definitely something that will open you up to so many different options, and you can basically pick and choose what you like and what you don't really like. Being good at marketing is really good for a business in general because it teaches you how to sell your service and your product, and you know how to brand yourself and everything. So ultimately, if you're setting up your own agency, or you want to freelance, or you have your own business, studying marketing will really, really help you in the long way to get clients, to also, you know, have long-term relationships with people. And also, studying marketing also allows you to study other parts of business, which will allow you to have your business succeed. For instance, budget management within marketing is very, very important for you to understand, rather than spending all your money on ads and suddenly you don't get any returns. So I would say that, yeah, if you're good at marketing, you're really good at optimizing the sales of your company, and that can be a very, very useful skill for you in the long run. And I would say that if you ever set up your company, and perhaps you are a digital marketing agency, you have full financial confidence, because if you needed more money, you can go out there and get more clients for yourself. So all this is just very, very important in today's age where everything is so volatile and you want to get as many income streams as possible. The best part about marketing is fun, it's dynamic, it's ever-changing. So as Jeff Bezos said, every day is day one when it comes to Amazon, but also when it comes to marketing, because you're constantly learning new things. Like, there isn't a day in marketing where it's boring. At least for me, it's not very routine, and you get to work, you know, on different things, like project after project, a different company after a different company, or you get to work, you know, from client to client, and everything can change. Everything's so different. And the great thing about marketing is that you can learn from so many different, you know, campaigns, from Apple, from Hermes, from Chanel and everything. Like, there's so many different things for you to learn every single day. And within your own company, since you're always testing and experimenting, I believe it's so hard for you to be bored at your marketing job. But that's just for me. I'm sure that there are people who really don't like marketing at all, but at least for me, it's really, really fun. So that being said, as you can see from this entire video, marketing is just so diverse. It's almost like there's always gonna be a role that might be fit for you. But that being said, this video isn't for me to like promote you guys to join marketing at all. It's just reasons why I love marketing. So if any of the reasons that I said resonated with you, that's definitely something that you might want to consider. And if, let's just say, you hated everything that I said, then definitely marketing may not be the right fit for you. So ultimately, I think it's so important for you to choose a path or career that is aligned with your values, your mission, and also your purpose, your definition of success, and your lifestyle in the long run. So please just choose a career that's right for you, not necessarily like the best career or anything. So marketing is just, I would say, one of the best options for me. But for you, if your personality is different, if your goals are different, then definitely you can consider other options as well. I really hope that this opened your eyes as to why I love marketing, and I hope that perhaps if you can resonate and relate with some of the reasons, then it will help you to love marketing even more. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and also make sure you hit that notification bell, because I post every Sunday and sometimes Wednesday. And if you're interested in marketing, rest assured that there are, you know, high-paying opportunities within marketing. So make sure you watch my next video where I share with you the top 10 jobs in marketing that are the highest paying, because you don't want to miss that kind of information. So see you next week, and I'm very excited to talk to you next week, and see you then.
I got so much back, I think I'm never running out, yeah. Bust me down a whip, bitch, I don't do this for no clout, hey. I got so much back, I think I'm never running